it's one of the reasons why he probably backed off, because it's easy to target a woman and send your goons versus targeting me. So I'm not worried about it. And like I always told him,
you can see him systematically move on to other journalists on it's like other journalists that are online that have a following that are really doing a good job of educating on these issues. And you can kind of like watching the house burn down, like that, like the people go and like bonfire a house and watch it burn down, and then the next group on Facebook watch that burn down, and the next group. you can kind of anticipate that you're probably going to be in that line of fire at some point.
I'll welcome it. Anything from Nico, I'll welcome with open arms.
I'm so glad that you called me. I couldn't sleep last night, and it was really cool to hear your voice. And yeah, are you planning to make a trip out here?
I might. There's a couple events I'm looking into. I know I want to go down and participate in Texas. I was there, for a little bit. But right now, what I definitely want to emphasize is it's bringing exposing this transgender, and which we will do here before November 7th or either the 7th or the 8th is what we're going to do. And it's going to be a nice live stream, and we're going to do it in the middle of the afternoon. So for the American people out there that that are listening or will listen, stay tuned, because out here come here within a couple of days. Within 4 days, we're bringing this information, to the forefront for the American people to decide what's happening, and especially the state of California. So it's up to.
One more thing I wanted to ask you about. Have you been following this story with the 7-year-old boy out here in Texas?
Oh, it's a travesty. It's a travesty.
Mandated by the court for transition.
Yeah, it's a travesty. And what I think is that we have a sick, twisted judge that's a pedophile, I believe. And he supports this. One of the things that I wanted to get involved is but out of respect for the case and the father and all that, I know he was on the Alex Jones show and all that, and he didn't want to go after the judge, but I would have. I sat back and you gotta find and when I mean you gotta understand the judge. What I mean by it is you gotta find out who appointed him. Who appointed he or her? How did they get there? And that's the information I go after. How did they get there? Who appointed them? Because somebody in that position has some.
A lot of these attorneys and lawyers aren't actually, they're not actually elected by the people. They're appointed, and they sit on the bench as commissioners, not actually judges.
That's correct. And that's where the fraud comes in. Because now you have an unconstitutional courtroom. And you can't have both hats because of violation of separation of powers. You can't be a commissioner and a judge at the same time. So you can't hold two hats. You can't hold two seats. However you want to spin it, it's unconstitutional.
Well, I'm trying to look for the article about this boy in Texas that is is being targeted for transition.
And that story was broke. Actually, I believe Angie Blake broke that story, and then it was picked up by Alex Jones and a couple other media outlets, and Dr. Green show in Texas, brought it out. But Angie Blake actually is the one that broke that story out, and that was good. And that was good that we got media attention, but not enough.
Yeah, there's not enough out there. It's so sad because, I've recently been researching and reading online, some of these kids that are aging out of the system, that, were put on these experimental drugs to transition, are aging out of the system, and they are having health problems. They're after the maturation process, they're discovering that they're not really trans or, and so there's that aftermath.
Yeah, it's and the money continues under the Title IV D&E because now you have to support the addiction you put them in. So the pharmaceuticals they will always win. Just no different in the court, no different in the hospital because the hospitals now are in bed with the pharmaceutical companies. So the system never ends. This cycle continues.
Yeah.
So it's just sick.
It is.
It's demonic, but
it's a beast system. Hi, Brenda Clifford. Welcome to the live chat. You couldn't sleep last night either? Yeah, there's just too much going on, and we talk about this on Human 2020 every month on the Zeph Report with a lot of the hosts from Social Media News Network, and it's so bad. It really is. It's unconscionable what they're doing.
Well, I mean, I just want to say thank you. Yeah. Thank you for the opportunity to come onto your show. And again, for everybody out there that wants to see what's going to happen here on November 7th or 8th, stay tuned. It's going to be early live stream on Lazaro Ecenarro's Facebook. Everything I do there is just for live. And whoever wants to show it and spread the information, by all means, go ahead. Because at the end of the day, this is about our children. This is the survival of the Republic and the future of our children. So for those out there that are listening, and thank you so much, and God bless.
Thank you, Laz, and God bless. God bless you. Okay, I'm going to call you back after I wrap up the show. All right?
Terrific. All right. Bye.
Okay, that was another episode of Porthole to Justice Off the Cuff. Thank you so much for tuning into the live chat. I love to see interaction in the live chat. It's nice. All right, everyone. Porthole to Justice Off the Cuff. I'm your host, Amelia Duran, and thank you so much for tuning in. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And God bless.